Hey, welcome. This is Ryan of Happy, Healthy, Vegan. How's it going, guys? All right, so can we see? I'm doing this totally different here today. I'm tweaking my settings here to try to get some better quality. I scheduled the video to see how that would work out. So it looks like it's working. Hey, you guys here? I think I see it. I'm one day I'm gonna make a behind the scenes video, how I make videos, how I do live streams, because there's a lot of stuff going on. I've got like all these screens, all these browsers. But anyway, welcome guys. Today is Wednesday, January 20th, 2:17. I scheduled it for 2:15 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And if you're watching live, I'm glad I scheduled it because already I got like 22 people on just like that. I'm going to try to schedule these more. This time I just kind of experimented. I scheduled it like half an hour out, but maybe I'll try to schedule like an hour or two or a half a day out or whatever, so I can get you guys informed, and I can kind of stick to a schedule too, because I'm admittedly really bad. I'm really kind of loose and free, and So anyway, I'm saying it's a New Year's resolution. So anyway, guys, thanks. And I thought I might get a few of you guys like happy, healthy life in Switzerland and Europe. That's one reason I like to come on a little earlier sometimes. Just to get different people a chance to see live streams who normally might be asleep or at work or school or something like that. But yeah, don't worry, my evening crew, I'm still gonna do my West Coast evening live streams. But I thought I'd come on today because it all kind of worked out in my schedule. So cool, I'm glad this is working out. I'm trying to see if the quality is any better. I adjusted for you geeks out there the bit rate. Let me know too if this makes any difference to you guys right now. Do a little survey here. I've been streaming in 720p, but recently I upgraded my internet so my upload speeds are faster now, like twice as fast, so I could probably do 1080p. Let me know, does that make any difference for any of you guys? Let me know if it's worth the bandwidth. If it'll, I don't know if it'll make my streams buffer a little more or not, possibly. So let me know if a 1080p stream would work out better for you. I mean, the end result is it's a higher quality. It should look a little sharper. So let me know if that makes any difference at all to you guys. And next time I'll try a 1080p stream and see how that goes. But yeah, this is kind of looking good right now from what I can tell. Let me crank some settings here. So let me see. Yeah, I'm not sure if you noticed a difference this time, but yeah, before I was using, for you geeks out there, variable bitrate streaming, which it kind of just it changes, and now I did a fixed bitrate to get a higher bandwidth. Okay, so a lot of you, it makes no difference. Happy Healthy Life 1080p would be awesome. Okay, well, maybe I'll try it out. It sounds like a lot of you guys might not notice or know, but anyway, yeah, if I do 1080p, Peter, VD will see all my skin and facial flaws and make videos making up crap, how my hair is falling out, my eyebrows are falling out, my skin is falling off my face, and I'm just deteriorating because I'm vegan. I'll have to be careful about that. Okay, cool. JL says, yeah, picture color looks great. Awesome. All right, cool. And look, if you stay with me for a bit, the lighting's going to kind of change throughout the day, because even though I have some sort of thick drapes over this way, the sun still comes through, and it kind of changes the lighting throughout the day. One reason why I kind of like to film at night, so it's kind of fixed. But, here we are in the daytime. So anyway, yeah, I don't care. I'm not a pro. This isn't like a pro studio or anything like that. Well, it's kind of a pro music studio, but kind of a semi-pro video studio here. So anyway, cool. Anyway, hey, what's up, guys? I see Peter and Wujita. Thanks for being here, Wujita, our moderator, our sole moderator right now. You never know if Tracy or a race lover might pop on later. He's always kind of random race. Costa Kim, Eleni, what is up? I don't think anyone that watches VD is really going to go and really watch our channel. And if they do, it's the kind of people, the kind of traffic we don't want. It's just people coming over, oh, you look emaciated, you look sickly, blah, 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 whatever nonsense. They'll just repeat the crap that she said. Oh, you look old. Well, I am 53. Like, what do you want me to look like? You want me to look like a guy who's 20 or something like that? I mean, come on, give us all a break here. We're just people. Being vegan doesn't mean you stop aging. Doesn't mean that you don't get injured, you don't get sick. Bad things can still happen to you. Yeah, it's a total waste of time. Caustic him. She's just completely a toxic person, So, and no coincidence. Her content's completely toxic. Yeah, you're right. Violence go vegan. Yeah, according to these anti-vegans, you have to be absolutely perfect. You can't age. You have to be immortal. They can have all sorts of problems though. They can get sick and have a wrinkle from being out in the sun too long. But if it happens to a vegan, oh God forbid, that's complete 100% irrefutable proof in their minds that the vegan diet is horrible and all these things. Who's VD? That's what I like to hear you. Who is VD? Adrian has it right here. Let me show your comment. VD is a moron. An anti-vegan moron. And a clown, faux turkey. Steve Arthur, you've been watching our old videos and I haven't changed much except, I'm a little bigger now, a little, more muscle. Because, back my older videos, like when we started 2013, 14, 15, 16, I was hardcore. Even 8 into 18, I was doing endurance training. Yeah, I had the body of a runner or a cyclist or something like that. I wasn't going to the gym then. I quit going to the gym right when we started our channel, basically around 2012, 2013, and I had a gym membership since like 1999. So I had gone to the gym for a while. I just kind of quit around the time we did our channel. I started going back to the gym a few years ago, but they're closed now basically. So I'm doing my own gym here in the garage, which is totally awesome. I get out there every day, guys. I'm working out. Like I try to start my morning off with like 15 minutes on the indoor cycle bike thing. And then I go out in the gym in the garage for like 45, 50 minutes or so. So over an hour of exercise, pretty much 7 days a week, Once in a while I'll take a day off, and a day off for me still involves doing stuff. It just might involve like doing half as much training that day. So anyway, hey Bauhaus Cure, how you doing? Thanks for the happy inauguration day. That's one reason I'm getting started today too. And thanks for using Streamlabs, by the way. See that link the comment I have pinned up on top. Streamlabs is awesome. I learned this from Vegan Gains. It kind of bypasses YouTube's super chat system because YouTube takes a pretty sizable cut. So Streamlabs, they don't take the cut. It goes all to the creators, which is awesome by me. But yeah, I actually got up early today. Here on the West Coast, the inauguration started like 8:30, 8:45. I thought I was going to start at 9. I was going to set my alarm to 9, but I woke up like at 6:30. I just couldn't sleep, basically. I was having some weird dreams. So was Angie's, turned out. And we were just wide awake. So we got up and drove to the plant-powered fast food restaurant that you saw, hopefully in our vlog from, I think it was yesterday we put it out. Or was it? No, it was yesterday. Anyway, we got some breakfast. I got a breakfast burrito there. Came back and watched the whole thing basically. So yeah, thanks. Today's like a big, for you guys in European, a big special day here in the United States. So yeah. Let's see, Stumpy, Ryan, is it hard to moderate yourself to work out at home? Stumpy, rephrase that question, like to moderate myself so I don't do too much, or moderate myself to have the motivation to work out every day at home. I'll try to look for your follow-up to that, Stumpy. Yeah, 2 different ways I could interpret that question. So let me know, like overtrain or just to get out there and get motivated. 2 totally different ways to look at it there. Yeah, it is a beautiful day, Training Vegan. Yeah, I'm up. I'm usually not up at like at 6:30 in the morning doing stuff, but I just couldn't sleep. I told you, I had some weird nightmares. Nothing horrible. It was just like a weird traveling nightmare. Like I was like on the East Coast and I couldn't find I couldn't get a plane to get back home. Like no one would give me information. The airports were screwed up. I don't know. It was crazy. But anyway, let's see. Gary, why? How long have I been vegan? 10 years now. 10 years and like maybe 4 or so months. Let's see, Stumpy. I don't understand your question. How do I motivate? Like motivate. I think that's what you're asking. Motivate. How do I motivate myself to get outside and do just work out every day? I'm just enjoying that I can. I think I'm still in the honeymoon phase, having a home gym. It's after loving going to the gym for the past couple of years and having it been shut down since March, and then finally getting my gym built in late October, and getting it all together. I've just been stoked. Now I can do the kind of training that I was doing prior to the gym closures, but even do it better now because I can work out every day. Before, I just go to the gym pretty much twice a week, just because it's a pain in the butt. It takes like basically 20 minutes to get from like sitting right here to the car to the gym inside, and 20 minutes back. It's 40 minutes right there. I tell you, usually I work out like 45, 50 minutes. So the drive time alone is too much. So I'm just motivated. I can work out every day, not have to wait for machines or anything like that. Just it's so efficient. And what's really motivating me too right now is having goals. That's really important, I think, for training. I mean, you could just have a general goal to get healthier or stronger or skinnier or whatever, but I think it's even more important to have specific goals to help you just get out and get motivated to get out there every day like I'm doing it, because I'm working again on slam dunk training, and I'm able to work on it better now than I was like a couple years ago. I just can do more different exercises here, do them more frequently, and now I'm training the upper body too. Before, with 2 days a week, and my goal was to slam dunk, I was just primarily focusing on my lower body, my posterior chain muscles, and now I can do that and upper body too, so I can do more than ever before. So I'm just kind of motivated. I never really spent any serious time working on my upper body in my entire life. I'm 53 now, so it's just kind of motivating to just be able to have my training progress in ways I've never seen it before, and see the results. When I'm doing my vert jump test in the backyard here, I'm getting higher like every week or so, just touching higher up every time. So I'm ready to go out and do some slam dunk practice on a court now to see if I am able to, because I wasn't able to last time I went to a basketball court a couple months ago. So it was before I started this intense training though. Vegan Jerry, hey, how's it going, Vegan Jerry? I haven't seen you in a bit. Keep debunking the carnage nonsense. I have a new video. It's all edited. I uploaded it to YouTube, but I haven't made the thumbnail and all the show notes and all that stuff, so I'll get that going today. I might put it out tonight, but I'll probably just put it out tomorrow because I'm doing this live stream today. But I found this dumb article because it's Veganuary, it's getting a lot of press, veganism. So this dumb article in a magazine called Healthy made this dumb story up about. Let me see if I got the title here for you guys. I don't know where my vid went. Anyway, it's like it's just debunking veganism with complete crap nonsense once again. So, okay, Matt Divitt just tipped $5 on Streamlabs. And I don't even think, there's your question there. Have I been using resistance bands? Thanks for the Streamlabs donation there, Matt. Much appreciated. I'm surprised I didn't do text-to-speech on your tip there, Matt. Well, anyway, thanks for using Streamlabs. Like I said, they don't take a cut. But yes, I've been I use resistance bands all the time, pretty much every day. I have some lifts or whatever you want to call it, some exercise where I incorporate resistance bands. Like today, I did resistance bands on some assisted pull-ups because it takes a lot to pull 196 pounds up, and I can do them without. I can do pull-ups or chin-ups, I should say, without resistance bands, but I can do more and just get more volume in. So I'll kind of mix it up between just normal, no help, and then some resistance pull assistance. And I've been using less strong bands as I go along, so they don't really help as much, which is what I'm looking for. Also, I just try to find new ways to use resistance bands. Today I was doing some barbell bicep curls, but I put resistance bands on the ends of them and clamped them down on the ground to get some resistance on the upper end of the range. And I did some without the resistance bands too. Yeah, I did some chest pull things too. I don't know what they're called. I also pull them down for tricep work. I use resistance bands all the time. I use weights too, but I like using the resistance bands as well. So yeah, I'm totally into resistance bands. It would, if I didn't have them, my whole workout scenario would be completely different now. So yeah, good question there, Matt. Thanks. And thanks for the super chat tip there too. Okay, what did I miss about Joe Rogan there, Faux Turkey? No wonder Joe Rogan has been looking rough. Is he still doing the all meat diet once again? I mean, didn't he do that last January? Why didn't he do something different this year? Like maybe, Veganuary maybe, but no. I guess that would offend his ButcherBox sponsor, right? Dried mango. Hey, you got a Vitamix today. Yeah, we got a Vitamix. I don't use it all that much. I just kind of save that one for Angie because my banana smoothies don't require the extreme greatness of a Vitamix. I just use a low powered like Oster brand or something like that. But cool, yeah, no, Vitamixes are awesome. Let's see. Let's see. Silence, violence, go vegan. That's a good question. Women have to deal with stuff going south as they age. You're talking about like chest exercises. I don't know. I mean, can't you still? I mean, do like like say just common ones like push-ups and flat or elevated bench press. I think I don't think age is a factor in that. Is it? Let me know. Hey, Hawkins. Hawkins just donated $5 on Streamlabs. Again, thanks guys for using Streamlabs.
Sitting on the balcony with a sweet vegan hot chocolate watching the live stream.
Wow, that sounds awesome. That sounds really cool. Sitting out in summertime in Australia outside, watching the live stream, and I assume it's what I should do my what is it, early morning, or no, it's late in the night there, isn't it? Probably enjoying it in summer evening. So cool, I'm glad you're watching, and that's why I said I like to come on at different times than my normal time. My normal time is like in like another like 5 hours or so. I'm glad it came on early. I wanted to catch some different people who might be on the other side of the world. I know when I usually come on, Europeans are fast asleep, or they should be. Sometimes someone will say, hey, I'm staying up all night watching. I say, no, please don't do that. So cool. 9:30 a.m. sounds amazing. 9:30 a.m. outside in summer, and that sounds like the life there. Cool. So thanks so much there, Hawkins. Yeah, Melbourne. Yeah, the Australian Open will be going on in a couple weeks. It's usually happening right now, but yeah, they delayed it because of COVID. I saw all the players that tested positive after arriving, and they have to quarantine for a couple weeks. So yeah, good thing they pushed it back to March. But that's something I enjoy watching this time of year usually is the Australian Open. You guys know I used to play tennis a little bit. I'll still do it on occasion. And I only watch sports that I really understand pretty well. So yeah, tennis is one of those sports that I really enjoy watching. It's nothing like watching Roger Federer and his kicking ass. But I like the new guys too. Okay, so Vegan Jared, we have the most positive vegan YouTube channel. Well, thank you. I mean, there's others that are in the same level of us, like say Vegan Zombie, Mike the Vegan, probably I would say, or just off the top of my head a few. But thank you for the compliment there, much appreciated. Oh, Peter, hey Peter, thank you for your Streamlabs tip there. Let's see what your question is, Peter. Oh, it's so tiny. Let me look at it over here. You're going to save up your money and go on a vegan cruise when COVID is over. Hopefully you won't have to wait too long, but it could be like till next year maybe. When COVID is over, called Holistic Holiday at Sea. Dr. Clapper, I think you told me about this on a previous live stream, Peter. Dr. Greger, Neil Bernard are all there. Most of the food is oil-free. Wow. Shoot, they should call me up to go on that thing, even though I'm not a medical doctor or anything, but that sounds fun. Wow. Cool. That does sound like a cool time, but yeah, who knows? Do they have any idea when they can probably like schedule this? Because I'm guessing 2021, even though we're in January, it's not looking all that great yet as far as like staying on a cruise. That's the most confined kind of place with air circulating. It sounds like not safe right now. Hopefully soon. Hey, Jaden, yes. It's a very good day today. I agree 100%, Jaden. Yeah, I was up. I was watching it, watching the inauguration this morning. A historic day in our country. Hopefully the world knows now the last 4 years are kind of an anomaly. We're not we don't have the values that they may think that, we represented the past 4 years. So hopefully, yeah, we're off to a good start now. We'll see. Yeah, Asim Bolden. I was mispronounced your name. That's the one reason I'm here with you guys too, because I've been up since like 6:30. I couldn't sleep last night. I slept at night, but this morning I just couldn't sleep. I was just nervous. Like I was going, oh man, I hope everything's going fine. everything's going as scheduled and no funny business, because it says a lot about the outgoing administration. I actually had to worry about some kind of shenanigans. I mean, I've never had that worry before. Just shows you how low things have gotten as far as like, what could happen. But I've got everything went cool. I woke up, 6:30, got some vegan fast food at Plant Powered Fast Food, got a vegan breakfast burrito, ate that, and watched it all go down on TV. Hey, Taylor Marshall. Okay, I guess, I'm not saying everything was bad about the last administration. Yeah, he started no wars. We'll give him that, but there's a lot of other bad things. He incited an insurrection on our capital, which threatened the lives of our lawmakers, going out the business of certifying election results. I mean, I can go on. I mean, yeah, he made no war, but there was, some domestic terrorism happening towards the end there. That's why he got impeached a second time. But I don't want to make this all about politics. I'm just saying, yeah, you do raise a true fact about, that was a true statement you made there. Let's see. Let's see. Plant-based powered. Hey, plant-based powered. I saw you in the Vegan Gains live stream. What was it, yesterday or the day before? And you're named after a fast food restaurant, Plant Powered. You're named after Plant Powered Fast Food. Really? Is that where you got your name from? Because yeah, that's where we got our breakfast this morning with my breakfast burrito. And what'd you get, Angie? Forgot what she got. Yeah, what was the thing you got?
Oh, just like the basic breakfast sandwich.
Okay, Angie got like the basic breakfast sandwich. I just like to get the burrito. I don't know why. It's got like some, I think, Beyond sausage in there and some egg or something. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, Angie likes the basic breakfast sandwich because she says it doesn't have any fake meat. She's not a big fan of the fake meat. It's like, not like I'm a huge fan, but I'll enjoy it when I have it. But, I don't have it all that often. Sings Miranda, how do you show people the realities of veganism without seeming aggressive? Well, just have them watch our channel. I think we do a fine job walking that line. It is a fine line between, informing people about veganism and do it in a way that's not like, offensive, a way that's not like confrontative or accusatory or just demeaning or anything like that. Like, hey, look at me, don't cut this out, anti-vegans, and show Ryan being all egotistical. But, some people, hey, look at me, I'm a vegan, I'm better than you. Some people have that kind of vibe, we don't have that or anything like that. So anyway, let's see. Wow. Yeah, Laura, hey, Laura, I didn't know you were on here. Yeah, I don't think I'm aggressive at all. I am aggressive in my pursuit of truth, and I do get angry when I see so much misinformation. I said I just finished editing a video, which I'll probably put out tomorrow. It's all done. I uploaded it. I just haven't made it live yet for you guys. Debunking Healthy Magazine. This whole article, how why a vegan diet's probably not all that healthy for you and your brain, and it's just, again, just a misinformation war that we're fighting. I get aggressive against fighting misinformation, but I don't really attack the people or anything like that. I just attack their lame information. Let's see, Peter, did my breakfast sandwich have just egg or was it more like scrambled tofu? I think it was like a just egg or something like that, if I remember right. It's got some yummy sauce on it too. It's really good. I mean, if you just woke up in the morning and you weren't vegan and you just went through the drive-thru and got the breakfast burrito and wasn't thinking about things and you ate it, you would probably never even know it was completely vegan. It's just really a good, convincing sandwich or burrito, That's why I like to say it just doesn't suck being vegan anymore. There's nothing that you have to like give up forever other than like cruelty and exploitation and all that, but there's nothing good you have to give up. There's there's vegan versions of everything now. Let's see, I wonder if VG is here today. I should have checked to see if he was live streaming, because I know this is around the time he's usually doing his live streams. So yeah, I'm not sure. Hey, Anonymous, what's up? Where are the chat moderators? Yeah, Wujita is probably still here. He was on when I started. So yeah, we got him. just might be chilling. I know sometimes he goes back and forth. He'll moderate and do, I don't know what he's doing, but yeah, he'll come back. There's Vegeta. See, I think Anonymous was hoping there was no moderators here. I'm not sure, but yeah, Woo is here. But sometimes he stays chill, stays silent, which is totally cool. Woo. Hope you don't mind me calling you Woo. Vegeta. Let's see, Ronnie Bank, completely off topic. Rami Bank, my bad. Spent the day binge watching all of our day in the life videos. They are so relaxing to watch. Thank you. Hey, thank Angie for those. That's her specialty, I've seen some of the anti-vegans say, well, Angie, she's just not into the Happy Healthy Vegan channel anymore. Like, no, she just doesn't like making videos about these, 20-something boys that are really mean and hateful. She likes to make art, so I don't blame her for not wanting to make some of the more, response videos that I make towards anti-vegans and the mainstream media misinformation. She likes to produce something that's even more positive than what I do. So the day in the life videos, like what we ate in a day, our travel vlogs, that's all Angie's love there. And she really spends a lot of time filming them, getting the scenes just right. So when you watch it, you don't even think about how there's all these weird people around. She gets it so it looks like it's all us by ourselves. And she puts a lot of love into the editing. So thank you for saying that. And I'll let Angie know that you find her videos just chill and relaxing and you binge watched them. Thanks. Let's see, what's that, Laura? Let's see, we should, oh no, Bauhaus Cure. Not just like a total creep, but one day when my boyfriend and I buy property, you make Long Beach seem so appealing. People have said that, like, we should get some kind of, like, blessing or commission or something from, like, Long Beach City or something like that, because we make it look good. Like, Long Beach is a pretty cool place to live, I can't lie, It's one of the last sort of affordable coastal Southern California coastal places you can live in. I mean, it's usually super expensive to live anywhere near the coast in Southern Cal. Really super expensive, like 1%er kind of thing, It's not like that in Long Beach. You can have a more modest income and be able to live in Long Beach. I mean, I'm proof of that, So yeah, and it's beautiful here. It has like the Santa Monica lifestyle, the beach, the waves. Well, we don't really have the waves that much, but the beach bike path, all the outdoor activity without the super high Santa Monica, Venice type, price tag that goes along with that. Let's see. Bauhaus Cure in Anaheim, townhouses, yeah, it should be more expensive there. $700K for a townhouse. Yeah, you should be able to find something like that's like what a house costs in Long Beach. Like a typical house what I'm in here is probably in that range, 5, 6, 7, for a smaller, older house, but yeah, $700 for a townhouse. Wow, that sounds expensive. Wow. Yeah, you guys should look into Long Beach if that'll work with where you live and work and commute and that kind of thing. Yeah, I like Long Beach. Long Beach is pretty cool. If there's any outdoor activities you like doing, odds are you can do it in Long Beach. Let's see. I see some discussion or debate going on. Let me know who is saying some stuff that's getting you guys a little mad. Matt, I've never seen Sublime in concert. No. In Vegan Jury, we need a vegan president, and you nominate me. Thank you so much. Maybe I'll run for political office again in the future now that I know how to do it right, because last time when I ran for city council, Long Beach City Council, I was completely noob. I got some advice from some people with experience, a consultant and another person I knew running for Congress. That it was in the San Diego area. He didn't win, but he'd ran before. I got a lot of good advice, and I really realized I was really outgunned money-wise. If you look at the placings, the 7 of us candidates, you can pretty much go from 1 to 7 by how much money they had in their campaigns. Pretty much, yeah, exactly, straight on down. Anonymous, I skipped so many questions. Hey, there's 100 people on right now, Anonymous, so I'm just trying my best. So just ask again. I've told people, don't take it personally if I don't see your question. I'm just a simple, normal human being. I'm not like, a chess grandmaster and I can see all this stuff happening, or I don't know who sees a bunch of stuff happening like that. But anyway, just try your best. Ask again, or you can leave a super chat tip here. And I'll leave the link once more for Streamlabs. You know, that way I'll be guaranteed to see it. It's on my screen. I hear a ding, you know. So however you want to do it. But yeah, just, you know, I try to answer all your questions, but I'm just a simple mortal human. And there's 103 of you guys right now. So anyway, yeah, you can just leave a donation. Even $1 will get my attention, or you can ask it again. Because I said I'm missing a lot of stuff. I know some of you guys are like fighting or discussing something here with someone, and I don't know who or what that is. Let's see. Feel the beat. I'll let you give that plug there if you want. Feel the beat. Anyway, that song by Mazzy Star is so good. Which one? There's a lot of good Mazzy Star songs there. SB. Fighting? I don't know if there's fighting, but I thought I saw you guys like discussing something with someone. I don't know. Just let me know, and if there's a question I need to answer here. Actually, it's getting hot here. I'm going to turn on the AC. Let's see. JL, I asked this question last time, but not sure if I ever got around to it. So try again. Yeah. Do I think the revised U.S. nutrition labeling favors animal products over plants? That's an interesting question. I'm really bummed that they got rid of calories from fat because, you know, you still can calculate it if you know how many, you know, grams of fat there are, and then, you know that there's 9 grams of, you know, just multiply by 9 basically, you know, so 9 calories per gram. So you still can do it, but it'd be much easier just to have that right there so you can kind of get a rough ballpark calculation of like what percent of, you know, is the food fat? Is it like 10%? Is it 90%? Is it 50%? So I don't know why they did that. Like why? Like how is that bad information? So you could say that by eliminating that, it does get rid of, you know, makes it more like high fat foods, processed foods, animal foods seem better or healthier. Hey, Jamit. Is that you there, Jamit? What's that? The best. Thanks for your super chat tip there, Jamit. The best YouTube channel available in Melbourne. I didn't know you were in Melbourne as well, too. We have at least 2 people watching this morning, your morning out there in Melbourne. So welcome. And thank you. Thank you, Jamit. Cool. I'm glad you guys think we're the best YouTube channel. I'm so modest when I hear that. I go, yeah, we're all right. You know, we do it all right for 50-something-year-olds. Let's see. Hey, Vegan Gains right now. Hey, what's up, Richard? I was just working out again today. Today was kind of a weird in-between day for me. I was doing deadlifts, but I do them as rack pulls just because, you know, I'm 6'4", 6'4.5". So just don't have to have all that stress on my lower back on the lowest, you know, part of the motion. I start them right about kind of a little bit of below knee level. And that way, too, I can load it up a little heavier and you know, load up the higher end of the range of motion there where, you know, that's really where the jumping muscles are, not when you're down on the ground. But yeah, I was doing rack pulls today. And yeah, I kind of switched out to doing more. Oh, no, that was yesterday. Yesterday was rack pulls. Today I was doing squats today. I forgot. Every day's kind of turned into a blur now. And actually, Richard, I watched your I was watching some of your workout live stream yesterday. Your what did I catch you on? I saw you doing some what are you doing? I kind of caught at the end. You're doing that Smith bar, working on your tris. I saw you working on bicep curls, and before that, you're doing we're doing some crazy heavy like single arm bicep curls. So I was watching a bit of that. But yeah, I like deadlifts. I was doing sumo deadlifts for a while because I really like trap bars, being a taller guy, but I didn't want to buy a trap bar, so I was doing sumo for a while. And I liked sumo. That didn't really cause too much trouble on my back. Then I went to doing rack pulls, you know, which is really like an elevated deadlift where you kind of eliminate the lowest part of the range of motion, which is great if you have back issues, as I do, you know, and if you're tall. I see a lot of like basketball players either doing rack pull deadlifts or trap bar deadlifts. So a few do conventional deadlifts, but most I see are not. I would say maybe like 10% of basketball players I see working out do conventional deadlifts. So cool. Let's see, Peter. Thanks for the super chat tip there again on Streamlabs, our preferred place. Let's see. And our Canadian food guide doesn't recommend you drink any milk at all. And they only have a protein category. That's cool, not a meat category. I'm glad they don't confuse the two because, you know, plants have protein. I'm glad Canada understands that. But yet the Canadian government still gives, they still subsidize the dairy industry. I was hoping other countries are more enlightened than we are here. You know, so, okay, well, I'm glad you enlightened me on that. But yeah, it sucks. Why give them any benefit there? Let's see. Sumo, you're saying, Richard, sumo deadlifts feel better for your back, but it was giving you really bad pain in your hips. My problem was that I wasn't bracing properly when you're doing conventional deadlifts. I was going to say, this is why I switched from, I was actually doing semi-sumo, which is kind of otherwise known as squat stance deadlift. So it's kind of the same thing. Sumo, semi-sumo, or anyway, I switched to rack pulls because for me at least, I was finding when I was doing sumo, I wasn't getting that good hip hinge, you know, where you kind of lock out with your hips. And that's really what I want to strengthen. That's part of jumping. That's a huge part is hip strength. So I noticed when I was doing rack pulls, which is really like a conventional deadlift without lifting off the floor, you still get that nice hip lockout, that hip hinge motion. So that's really why I switched from sumo. I told you I liked it, but I really felt like I wasn't getting the full hip strength gains from sumo. I was getting other gains, like, you know, the hamstrings and glutes, but I really wanted to get that hip strength as well. So yeah, that's why I'm digging what I'm doing now with the rack pulls. And I really don't feel that hip strength happen as much when I was doing trap bar as well. It's working everything else pretty good, but I don't feel like the hips are getting it. But I really love just being able to like strengthen the hips just with a more conventional style without having to get all the way down to the ground, being a little bit over 6'4" tall. Jello, I haven't played guitar in like a week, so I probably suck right now. Really conscious about, like, you know, practicing more. It's just been a weird week or two. It's silence. Isn't sumo squat like a Buddha pose in yoga? I'm not sure if I can recall what a Buddha pose is. But a sumo is, yeah, basically you have your legs kind of spread wider, you know, spread out wider than hip, and then you're grabbing in between the legs. I guess I can't get my legs up. You're grabbing in between rather than outside the legs. You're grabbing in between, and it sounds like a subtle change in the lift technique, but it really takes a hell lot of pressure off your lower back. I think it's a little harder to initially pull it up too because you're not leveraging your lower back. But just if you have lower back issues, sumo is a good adjustment you can do. Oh, Bauhaus Care, thanks for letting me know if the stream looks good on the 4K TV, because I was asking earlier if you guys would like me to up the bit rate. I'm doing a 720p stream, and now I think I have the bandwidth. I upgraded my internet and the speed. And I think I could pull off a 1080p live stream. But until then, I just actually upped the bit rate of the stream without changing it to the ratio, what do they call it? The perspective ratio, from 720p to 1080p. That's the same perspective. Whatever, I didn't change that part yet. But I'm giving you more bits right now than before. Hey, Blacklit, Black Hist, how is it going? Yeah, if you guys want to talk some more workout questions right now, we got Richard here. And I'm, you know, kind of fresh from my workout. I just was out there a couple hours ago, had my smoothie. Kind of, you know, that's the thing that kind of sucks a little bit about working out in the morning, because I feel like after I work out, I have my smoothie. It's like an hour or two often where I'm just kind of like, okay, I'm not tired, but I don't feel quite normal yet. Let's see. Richard's saying being taller should give you a mechanical advantage in doing conventional deadlifts. Huh, and he's 6'9". I can see how there might be some advantage there, Richard, for sure. But yeah, taller people are notoriously like don't like the lower back pains that come along with conventional deadlifts. I think, yeah, once they get going, there might be a mechanical advantage. But the bending down part, lifting it off the ground, kind of bent forward, because the taller you are, the more forward you have to lean, because you're just, you know, you're just taller. You know, I can feel the lower back pain issues more when I lift it right off the ground. But the rack pulls take that. I mean, there's a little bit, I still feel a little bit of the back working, but I figure at least maybe I'm actually strengthening the back, because, you know, I'm not like killing the back the whole time. It's actually having a chance maybe to get some gains and get stronger in the lower back. I don't know, we'll see if that's true or not, but I didn't really feel like when I was doing the semi-sumo, the back was really getting involved all that much. So I was leaving that weakness unaddressed, you know what I'm saying? So when I do the rack pulls, I feel like I'm at least hitting the back and the lower back and working it. But Yeah, lower back's not really my goal, as far as like the muscles I'm working on, but I'm trying to address weaknesses as I go along here. Let's see. Richard, you were getting back pain with conventional deadlifts, but your issue was improper setup and not bracing your core properly. Huh. That's cool. You could help me out with my deadlift technique. I remember you said you could probably help me out with my bench press technique, and I've been trying to learn over the past couple months more technique and and bench press. I'm sure I could use, technique is huge. I'm sure I could use more coaching, but this is how I feel like I know more about technique now than I did, say, when I was lifting a year and 2 years ago. Still not even where it should be, but that's really important, guys, is having some idea about technique and, nailing the technique. If that means starting really light, ridiculously light, because, once you drill that technique into your brain, the technique is really what enables you to lift safely and more weight. So I can always use some lessons there. Let's see. Richard, you're 6'3", only an inch shorter than you. An inch and a half. I'm about 6'4" and a half. Yeah, I'm amazed. You can do a lot for your height, because I know a lot of these lifters, I see the really big lifters seem to be like under 6 feet. Seems like there's some kind of advantage for being a little bit shorter. I know, like, tall lifters, it's tougher. Just being tall it's tougher. A lot of people don't realize this. You have more range of motion. If you're doing a bench press, you got more inches to cover, more time under tension. You're doing a deadlift or squat, you got more ground to cover, you got more height to cover. So each rep is actually more work than someone who's, like, say, shorter than you, especially someone a foot shorter. But I don't let that, I'm not comparing myself to anyone else. I just realize that I'm at, there's some challenges. I wouldn't say disadvantages, but there's some challenges being a taller person working out, and I'm learning all I can about how to address those issues. Maybe it's a slightly different stance or setup or something like that. But cool. I'm curious to see how Richard could help me. That'd be cool if we could train sometime. That'd be awesome. Whenever I can work out with a vegan lifter, in the past I've taken advantage of it. Yep, there you go, Jordan. Proper form is everything. I can't emphasize that enough, And one thing you can do is film yourself, I'm glad I've made a few vlogs, because once I see it, like, I see the mistake once I'm watching myself on video, but it's hard to see it often when you're doing it or just looking in a mirror. Your housemate was doing goblet squats and hurt his back. Huh, interesting. I thought goblet squats, because I do them often too, and they seem pretty safe, I think, compared to like a back squat or a front squat. It's actually a complex movement that I had a lot of coaching to get right, and he has no clue about technique. Yeah, a lot of people, Jordan, don't know that there is such a thing as technique. Yeah, there's a lot of videos on YouTube. Whatever lift you're doing, I suggest, Google that or search for it on YouTube. Maybe type in the word technique or form if you just want to, understand more about the best way, the healthiest way to do those lifts. But yeah, I'm not one to brag about form. I know there's all sorts of problems, but I'm getting better with that all the time. Let's see, Anonymous. A couple questions there. Do I live in Hawaii? No, I live in California. And do I think the government should subsidize plant-based products? I really just think the government should not subsidize dairy. They shouldn't subsidize meat. Why do they even give these subsidies for? These are long established, powerful industries. It's not like they're just starting now, like, say, Beyond Meat or something like that, or Just Egg or what have you. These are companies that generate, tons of cash. They don't need government help. People should be able to, these companies should all just compete fairly in the marketplace. Beyond Meat shouldn't be at a disadvantage because they're not getting the subsidies yet. They have to compete against a product that's subsidized by our taxpayer dollars. So, I guess fair is fair. If the meat products are getting subsidized, plant products should as well. But I just believe just eliminate the subsidies completely. They're completely useless and archaic. Let's see. What am I missing here? I don't know if the Rockefellers have anything to do with that. You could research the history of subsidies to the meat and dairy industries. Yeah, I'd rather see organic produce or just plants subsidized over like producing dead meat and dairy. Yeah, I know Biden's cabinet isn't perfect or anything like that. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, it wasn't it Tom Vilsack from Iowa. I thought he pointed for that. But anyway, um, see, Devious. Try not to type in all caps. You're lucky your message got through. I have a filter set up that usually flags those. Um, well, the thing is animal testing absolutely necessary? Here's the question: is it necessary? I have a friend who works in as a scientist in a laboratory developing techniques and products that can be used in place of animal testing. Animal testing can be eliminated rather soon as these technologies develop. So here's my whole thing about animal testing. Like say, let's look at some vegan burgers here, like or vegan food. What was it? I think Just Egg was it? Yeah, Just Egg had to do some animal testing because the federal government, the FDA, didn't fully recognize mung beans as a proper food, which is crazy because I mean it's not a common food here in the United States, but if you go to India, people have been eating mung beans for like maybe thousands of years. It's not like a weird food there, but the government required Just Egg to test it on animals. They claimed the animals weren't harmed and weren't killed or destroyed, anything like that. I'm just saying a lot of animal testing is unnecessary. They were forced to silences violence go vegan. They were forced to test because the FDA didn't recognize mung bean as a food source. I guess now if anyone else comes out with a mung bean product, it's cool now, I think, because the testing was done and the government said, yep, animals don't die if they are fed mung bean, so anyway, Anonymous, please, let's not get into weird conspiracy theories here. Biden sold out to China. What does that even mean? I mean, he's not even been president like 4 hours and he's already sold out to China. Let's not go down the QAnon road here, please. All right, just letting you know, we don't give airtime to that. So anyway, yes, Laura, today is a great day. And one reason why I'm here a little bit early. Let's see. You heard Biden is a vampire, Richard? Yeah, I'm sure there's all sorts of things people are hearing already. It's like, yeah, I'm sure QAnon said that he's like a ringleader of a satanic pedophile cult or something like that. I don't give those any airtime. Let's see. We're talking about Novak Djokovic. Interview with Novak. I don't think he would interview with me. He's like the number one tennis player in the world. I'm just this little YouTube channel. I would love to interview Novak, but I don't think I could get through to his people or anything like that. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's exactly vegan. I've done a few videos about him in the past, and from what I can tell, he's like near vegan. Him and his wife own a vegan cafe restaurant in Monaco where he lives. But from what I can tell, he has some animal products here and there. Maybe, I forgot what I saw, maybe fish or something like that on occasion. But yeah, he's near. Novak Djokovic is, for all practical purposes, he's on a plant-based diet. He has some occasional animal products. But maybe that's different now. This is a couple years since I did a video, and one thing I could do, I could look on his Instagram. That's one way to tell if people post their food. You can figure out pretty quickly if they're vegan or not. So yeah, I'll take a look because I'm thinking more about tennis now with the French Open coming up. Yeah, Laura, it's very emotional seeing the first female vice president, the first African American, and Southeast Asian. She's Indian. She's of Asian descent as well. So for me, I had a very personal reaction watching Kamala, get sworn in by Justice Sotomayor. Let's see. Feel the beat. I don't know what Novak thinks about animals. I really don't honestly know. Yeah, as far as I know, he's plant-based. He's doing it to prolong his tennis career. And, you know, that's cool. That's what Chris Paul is doing in basketball, prolonging his career. The thing is, you know, as I said before, the longer someone stays, hopefully the more they learn. And the more they learn, like, you know, they'll learn about the environmental benefits of being vegan, and they'll learn about the ethical component as well, that animals don't need to die in order for you to live, in order for you to be a great athlete. So maybe that'll, you know, have some weight on them at first. So who knows, maybe Novak had no ethical beliefs in the beginning, maybe he's got some now. I don't know. I'd love to interview him. That would be like a highlight of my life. I've seen him up close a few times. There's a tournament that happens here usually in March. Got canceled last year. They call it sort of the 5th Grand Slam. It's called Indian Wells. It's out by Palm Springs. And I've seen them play, and it's hot out there in March. Even in March here, it gets warm. So they're playing usually without their shirts, and you can see their physiques. Man, that guy has got an amazing physique. He's not like swole or buff, but it's like Bruce Lee. It's just like, you know, just muscle all over, but it's not like a bulging kind of American macho kind of muscle kind of thing. No offense to anyone has. I'm just saying it's just this really athletic. It's a sight to behold. It's like, wow, that physique is just, you know, is amazing. I would love to have a physique like that, is what I'm saying. Yeah, feel the beat. Yeah, we can hope that these athletes open their heart to the animals as well too. I agree with you there. Let's see. All right, let me just take a quick look at something right here, guys. 1 second. Make sure everything is cool. All right, cool. Everything is cool as far as I can tell. All right, let's see. Anonymous, if there weren't any questions, would I just sit there silently? I don't know. That usually doesn't happen. All right, let's kind of not get too much into, like, you know, today is a big day in American, you know, political life. We've ended 4 years of I've been alive, what, 50 odd years now. The most unpleasant administration lived through. Let's enjoy today without attacking our new president and vice president. It's a happy day. It's especially me as a person of color and Asian to see us represented as vice president. I'm happy right now. I'm very pleased. Guts from Berserk is your goal physique? I have to check that out. That sounds like a video game physique, I bet, huh? Actually, my goal physique, let me see if I can pull it up here for you. Let's see. Mine is really is Michael Jordan, you know? I look like Michael Jordan in The Last Dance. Let me see if we can find Michael. I know I'm Jordan. I'm probably totally butchering the spelling here. Let's find some images. I'll show you. That's what I want to look like. I'm watching The Last Dance right now on Netflix. It was my first time to finally see it. Yeah, something like that, man. I'd be stoked to have a physique like that. You know, this is what I'm going for. This kind of basketball player strength here. I mean, as opposed to, like, you know, Richard, you know, Vegan Gains, you know, not trying to get like that, you know, bigger, bulkier kind of. I just want to put on. I already kind of have like a minor version of this, if you will. He's like the more advanced, you know, like another 5 years of training kind of look there. That's what I want to look like. I just want to look like Michael Jordan, basically. You know, that's my goal physique right there. That is my physique goal, Michael Jordan. And, like, you know, the latter half of his career with the Bulls. In case you were wondering what my goal is, it's funny how, like, some bodybuilders say, hey, you don't look all big and swole. It's like, oh, that's not my goal. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to get stronger and more athletic. Hey, Vegan Metalhead, what is up? Yeah, I would love to work out and collaborate with Richard if he's ever out here. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen anytime soon, as we all know. But yeah, it'd be cool to work out. It'd be cool. I'll show him some of my plyometric training. That's tomorrow. It's plyometric training. I have like a weird schedule. Like it kind of works in a 3-day cycle for you exercise geeks. Like, say on day 1, I'll do like bench press. And then I'll do maybe some other minor accessories lifts. I might do some like tricep work with the resistance band. So I'll do some upper body stuff centered around around bench pressing. And then after that, I'll do let's say I'll do squats after that, some form of squats. The day 2, I'll do some more upper body work, but work on other stuff. I'll work on bicep, tricep, back, shoulders, and then I'll work on deadlift. And I've been doing elevated deadlifts lately, or rack pulls. And then on day 3, I'll do plyometrics, which is like jumping and explosive work. But before that, I'll do a little bit more work in the gym, some more upper body stuff I may have missed the prior 2 days. And one thing I like to do is with the resistance bands are resistance band sprints, where you tie it to like your squat rack, and you can sprint maybe like for 4 or 5 steps. That kind of gets that's some explosive work there. Then I go out in the backyard and do all sorts of weird jumping stuff. So I should make a video sometime, my 3-day training cycle, and I just kind of repeat it after that, like every 3 days. That's how it works out: day 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, I saw Richard's guns yesterday in his live stream. Man, that's crazy. That's just some crazy stuff you got there, Richard. I don't really get gun development much. I'm getting more tricep action than actual bicep action. I don't know. I think more of my gains ends up more in the tris. I don't know if you can see all the tris here, more than the bis. I don't know, but that's cool. I tell you, I just want to look like Michael Jordan, basically. So hopefully in another year or 2, I'll be close to that. Jared, yeah, I've totally been to Bar Kindred in San Diego. In fact, yeah, we just watched one of our San Diego vlogs the other day. Yeah, I love going down there. I wish, yeah, that's one of the things I miss, just taking a little trip down to San Diego, getting maybe some rosé and some like vegan, lunch or brunch or dinner at Kindred. Your arms grew an inch last month? Wow, that's crazy. Wow. Wow, I couldn't imagine what my arms look like growing another inch. But yeah, tries are coming in. I'm cool. It's all happening. Let's see. What do you thought? Was that Laney? Game Changers. What in a way was more about plant-based. Did anyone think that? I mean, yeah, they're kind of interchanging vegan and plant-based. I think the big message from the Game Changers is that, you can be an elite, world-class athlete, and eating a diet primarily composed of plants isn't going to stop you from achieving that goal or maintaining that if you're at that level already. Just showing people you're just going to fall apart and die without getting animal protein or whatever these dumb myths are. And in fact, you can extend your career. Peter, I saw your super chat tip there. I'll get there. But I'm saying, I've noticed, I have more, I can just recover quicker. So that's how I think I can train every day at 53 years old, because I recover much more quickly now. And I recover not only from training, but from injuries quicker. And as you've seen from some of my basketball vlogs, I have I still move well. I can keep up. I can defend guys that are 19 years old, 25, 35 years old. I can stay in front of them, unless they're like elite quick, which is super rare. Here I'm 53, beating guys that are half my age, 1/3 my age. What I'm saying is, it can extend your athleticism far further than you would have thought if you didn't go vegan. So that's something I wish they would have covered a little bit more there too. Like Chris Paul's a great example. He's playing great basketball right now since he's been vegan now for a bit over a year. He said it's like a cheat code. I made that video. So what was your question there, Peter? Let me check that out here. And thanks for the super chat tip there, Peter. Did I know there's another Space Jam movie? Yeah, LeBron coming out this year. But this time, yeah, it's with LeBron instead of Michael Jordan. Yeah, he was filming at the past 2 off seasons. This off season was super short. But yeah, I thought there's a little tiny trailer that came out for it already. But yeah, I'm excited to see that. Yeah, LeBron. I have to admit, LeBron, I wasn't a big fan of his at first, especially when he did the Decision TM when he went to Miami. I thought it was just kind of like, whoa, too overblown, too commercial. But once I started seeing he had a strong voice in support of social issues, ones that I completely I mean, I don't know every last one he's behind, but the ones I've seen, I support him. Have you guys seen Shut Up and Dribble? You know, because that's what Laura Ingraham and Fox News said. Just, we don't care about your opinion. You're just an athlete. Just shut up and dribble. It's like, not cool. It's like, who is she? She's not like a politician. Just shut up, too, Laura Ingraham. Anyway, yeah, once I started seeing his social side, I really started realizing, you know, hey, it's not, I have to reconsider him. And then once he came to the Lakers, yeah, I was already a LeBron James fan. You're excited to see they're trying to kill us. What's that, Black Hist? What is that? Dirk Nowitzki's vegan now? No way, MS. Where'd you hear that? Where'd you hear Dirk is vegan? I know, like, you know, he was on the Mavericks, and I heard that Mark Cuban, you know, the owner of the Mavericks, Dirk's team, is now eating vegetarian. I thought I read last time, which is amazing. You know, he's in Texas, in Dallas. You know, so that's cool. So Dirk is vegan now. That's cool. Too bad he's not playing anymore. He might be able to come back into the NBA as a vegan, perhaps, you know? He might have a few more years left in him. Ethan, no, I haven't watched Mexi's. Who is even Mexi? I've never even heard of this person, Mexi. Yeah, please tell me a little bit more about Mexi. Have I ever played Dungeons and Dragons, Denkono? Yes, I used to play it in like junior high and high school. Yeah, I don't know what it's like anymore, but we had the books, like, you know, the Dungeon Master's Guide, the Monster Manual, the Player's Handbook, all the weird dice, and that. Yeah, it was fun. But yeah, I haven't played it in a long time. I don't have any of my books anymore. I don't know what happened to them. Usually I save stuff from my childhood, but those have disappeared through time. Let's see. Flavia says, you don't think Dirk Nowitzki's vegan. Well, please tell me if you guys know if Dirk is vegan. If not, I'll just Google it later. Vegan Metalhead, a vegan-friendly restaurant opening up near you. Awesome. That's what we all need. More either vegan restaurants or vegan-friendly restaurants. Speaking of vegan, I'm not sponsoring anything. I'm just going to take a little bite of something here. You know, worked out kind of hard. I'm ready for a little bit more nutrition. Even though I already had my breakfast burrito and my breakfast smoothie, I'm going to have a little bit of a fig bar here. Let's see. New England Patriots quarterback Tom Brady, isn't he? Yeah. Is he plant-based? I thought he eats. I thought I looked at his diet, and it's more plant-heavy than like you would imagine. You know, a typical football player. But again, he's older. Probably learned the advantages of eating a plant-based diet, quicker recovery. But yeah, I haven't done a video about him because I don't really follow football. Anonymous, do I eat maple syrup? Well, I mean, I'll pour it on pancakes sometimes or waffles, which is pretty rare. No, this is not a Larabar. This is a Nature's Bakery. They're not sponsored. But yeah, Nature's Bakery bar. These are, I usually don't have them. It's pretty uncommon. I can go weeks without having them, but I knew I was going to do a live stream. And I knew I'd probably get a little hungry, so I just grabbed one. So I won't be freaking out on you guys. Yeah, and it's vegan. But I like Larabars too. My favorite flavor is that cherry one. Yeah, Peter, I saw that headline. Katy Perry and her dog are trying veganuary, or then hopefully beyond that. That's cool. ABC. No, I don't know what that is. What is it? Yeah, Silence is Violence Go Vegan. Yeah, I heard about the dairy-free Ben & Jerry's flavor of Colin Kaepernick's. And I haven't had it yet. I've been wanting. I remember when I read the headline when they made the announcement many months ago. I yelled at Angie, "Hey, guess what they're making?" But yeah, I want to try it out for sure. And what did you say? It goes to a good cause too. I'm not surprised knowing who Kaepernick is. Cool. Yeah, I'm excited to check that out for sure. I haven't really been getting too many vegan ice creams lately, to be honest with you. Briar Birch, you have those exact fig bars? Yeah, this is the raspberry flavor, but sometime we'll get the blueberry one or something like that. Yeah, we usually eat these on the road. It's super rare for me to eat these, just sit around the house like I'm doing now. Usually when we go somewhere and I know, you know, I might get hungry, I'll bring these along. Yeah, Briar Birch. I remember you from the last few live streams for sure. Anonymous, much of my favorite nut is probably cashews. Yeah, I say cashews. I like karma nuts so much. So, Vegan Metalhead, your new vegan-friendly restaurant is a Japanese and Thai restaurant. That sounds amazing. Wow, you're lucky. That sounds awesome. Take advantage of it. Get some good food there. Well, let me know if it's good. Wow, MS. Esports players are going vegan too? I imagine it probably helps with stamina. You know, I've talked before about, like, you know, playing a game of chess, like on the Grandmaster level in competition. You could burn through, burn through like 5,000 calories or something like that. So I imagine esports is similar. So yeah, you got to be fit to actually sit down and play chess or play esports, which means plant-based diet will help, especially, you know, if you're doing a lot of thinking. Glucose, glycogen, you know, that's what power, you know, the brain's fuel is glucose, sugar. Omega-3s. Yeah, I get them from a number of ways. Flaxseed, ground flaxseed into smoothies or oatmeal. And I have some O3 smoothie. Gosh, let me see if I got it here for you guys to see. I have Michael Jordan there. Let's see. O3 smoothies. This here, a completely vegan source of omega-3s. And it's DHA. What was I going to say? Actually, we're collaborating with this company actually to come up with our own happy, healthy, vegan vanilla flavor. Just giving you a little heads up here. I'm not sure where we're at in the development. They sent me a test bottle. It's in the fridge right now. I've been putting that into my my oatmeal. So yeah, that's one way to get omega-3s. And another way I get my omega-3s is with Clean Machine Green Protein. You guys have seen me extol the virtues of the duckweed, which has omega-3s in the form of ALA. So I'm getting DHA with the O3 smoothie product and ALA here and ground flaxseed. So it's really not, you know, too impossible. Oh, I didn't even show the window. I'm so dumb. So there's my Clean Machine Green Protein, and let me get back to the O3 smoothies. There they are, right here, O3 smoothies. So those are the two products I meant to show you, but I was having vegan brain fog because I guess that's real, huh? You make a mistake and it's because you're vegan. A meat eater wouldn't have made that error. That's because I have too many monitors going around here. All right, let me get some water here. All right, so what else you guys talking about here? Yeah, GL, you should try the duckweed. And if you want to try the duckweed, let me give you my code. Actually, they're having a really cool sale right now. Let me take you back here. I'm not even sure if my code works, but right now they're having, did I click the right, I don't think I clicked the right thing. Yep, I didn't do it again. All right, let me go back there. And right now they're having this cool sale. See up here on the top, buy one, get one for 58% off. And that's because the owner, a vegan, Jeff, he's having it's his birthday and he's having a sale. But what was I going to say? Oh yeah, we have a code. Let me give you the code for Clean Machine. It is, here it is. Here, I'll put the link down below. And that way you can try to see if it gives you an additional discount. If not, at least they'll know I sent you there, I think. And they'll know, like, you know, I'm talking about it because I really honestly use this stuff every day. The only times I don't use it is two things. If I run out, as I've done before, like I had a few days this month where it was in between shipments and I was all bummed I didn't have any, or if I have oatmeal for breakfast. But literally, I have this stuff every day. I just love it. It's a whole food plant. I don't even think of it as like a supplement or a protein, post-workout protein. I just think of it as a whole food plant that I just enjoy putting in my smoothies along with the bananas. Coconut oil. I don't know who asked about coconut oil, but I try to avoid coconut oil as much as possible. Unfortunately, it's often in some of the vegan processed foods. Many of the vegan ice creams have some kind of coconut oil product. What I'm really most concerned is not the coconut oil per se. It's the high saturated fat content, which is raises LDL, bad cholesterol, and it's associated heart disease risk. So I've had actually my LDL go up a few times, as you saw in one of my blood tests a couple years ago when I was eating more processed stuff like that. So I'm really picky now when I look at the backs of the packages, the nutrition facts, to make sure I'm trying to avoid as much as possible saturated fat. Yeah, just if you're not sure, yeah, just look at the label on the back. You don't want to see like super high saturated fat. And yeah, people think, well, vegans, they never eat, since they're not eating meat, dairy, they're not getting any cholesterol on the diet. Well, not so fast there, anti-vegans, because if you're having any food that's high in saturated fat, like plant-based, particularly coconut oil, you can actually raise your cholesterol on a plant-based diet. So I hate this thing, oh, vegans are deficient in cholesterol. A, our bodies make their own cholesterol, and B, you can eat high saturated fat plant foods if you really wanted to. Jan, what are you talking about there? That plants don't have essential nutrients that the body needs? What are you talking about? Where's your evidence for that? That if you eat only plants, you won't be able to get the essential nutrients that the body needs? Do you have a study that shows that, or a position paper of a health organization? Where's the scientific fact-based evidence for that? Please. Let's see. James, you lost 15 pounds in the last 3 weeks on a whole food plant-based diet. Wow, sounds like you're doing a lot of exercise, huh? In fact, if you want to talk about protein, let's not even worry about all the other, possible ways a person could become deficient as vegan. Let's talk about protein. All plant proteins, except for one. I think it was, all plant foods. I think gelatin was the only one. I just did a video about this. It's coming out tomorrow. All plants have all essential amino acids, except for one plant. Considering there's tens of thousands of edible plants. So even that is a myth. Cholesterol. Well, let's talk about cholesterol. I just told you, cholesterol is technically not found in plants. However, our bodies produce enough cholesterol to be healthy, unless you have some kind of rare condition. I don't even know what its name would be, but I'm not a medical doctor. But I'm just saying I can dispute this fact, because all you need to do if you want to raise, if you want to get more cholesterol in your system, LDL cholesterol in particular, is eat some food high in saturated fat, such as, say, coconut oil. If you want to raise your cholesterol levels as a vegan, it's really easy. Go out and get yourself some really high fatty, saturated fat vegan ice cream, or anything that's got coconut oil. Let's just look at the saturated fat content on the back. That raises your cholesterol. So your theory already sucks right there. In fact, why am I entertaining this nonsense anymore? Let me just show you how you're wrong. You're just making crap up here. Let's see. Academy. Here is the official position paper of the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics. And by the way, this is just the abstract, but if you look at the full paper, there's 117 studies that they use as evidence, as scientific references to back up their position here. So they're not just making it up like you are here. And let's see what they say here. Let's take their words exactly. And by the way, this is not a group of weird people or anything like that. It's the largest group of health professionals in the world. This is an official health organization. And they're saying that appropriately planned, meaning don't do something stupid and just juice all the time, or just eat bananas all day or whatever, or calorie restrict, or just eat one or two foods. And appropriately planned meaning a balanced vegan diet. Appropriately planned vegetarian diets, including vegan diets, are healthful and here, nutritionally adequate. and may provide health benefits for the prevention and treatment of certain diseases. And furthermore, here, these diets are appropriate for all stages of the life cycle. So here, nutritionally adequate. This is the official position of the largest group of health professionals in the world, saying that's nutritionally adequate. So, you know, if you want to debunk their position paper, go right ahead. But I'd rather listen to them than some guy on my live stream who didn't even know that vegans can get dietary cholesterol. This just shows you how you're wrong on many levels there. Hey, if someone's watching right now, oops, someone just bought one of our books. Yeah, if you're watching right now, David F, if you're watching, thanks for buying the Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook. And you're in luck because I'll be going to the post office either today or tomorrow. Today, if I get off this live stream soon enough and have enough time to get down to the post office. If not, tomorrow for sure. So it will autograph your book. We'll sign it for you, the whole thing. So thanks for getting Angie's brand new book, the Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook. Actually, we're doing a little sale right now, and not everyone knows about it because we only sent this out to our mailing list. But let me tell you what it is. First of all, let me put the link to our store down here. shop.happyhealthyvegan.org, and our sale is this. Make another tab. Basically, the ebook of Keep It Carb Baby, we did a special Veganuary price here of $9.99. That's like 20% off. So check that out. And if you want to buy, like, say, the print book and a t-shirt, we have this special where if you use our code Veganuary 2021, if you all orders like $50 or greater, I think it saved $5, I think it is. So yeah, Veganuary 2021, you buy $50 or more stuff. Basically all our shirts are $25, our books $25. So just buy two things, you know, at the regular price, and if it's over $50, which it should be, $5 off. So we're doing that for Veganuary, and again, the coupon code is Veganuary 2021. So check that out. You know, it's only good for a few more days, and I put the link to our store right there. Let's see. Do I like Stevie Wonder? Yeah, Monkey Man. Yeah, I totally like Stevie Wonder. Let's see. Jacob, you want to gain weight while exercising. What are my recommendations if I, for example, want to bulk my weight for off season? Yeah, cut down on what you guys might call cardio. Cut down on aerobic activities such as running, cycling, swimming, things that raise your heartbeat to a moderate level and do it for an extended time. I would, if anything, if you must train in those modes or those sports, I would do more like higher intensity stuff, like like running at or cycling at higher rates, higher heart rates, but for shorter pounds of time. But yeah, if you really want to lose weight, I would say just work on strength. Don't do any like high calorie burning exercises like running, cycling, swimming, and just focus on strength in the off season. That's the way to bulk up. That way you'll put on some muscle mass. You might put on a little fat too, but that's how you can gain a few pounds. I know, for example, because I've done this firsthand. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm not doing that much running or cycling or anything right now. I'm really focusing on strength and jumping in particular. That's my goal, is to increase my vertical and throw down a two-handed dunk. Yeah, and I've put on a few pounds. Before I started this whole hardcore training journey, I weighed about 192, 193, and now I weigh about 196, maybe 197. So I put on like 3 or 4 pounds of probably a combo of muscle and fat. So yeah, I can tell you firsthand that's how it's done. Cut back on the intense aerobic exercise and just to put on some strength in the off season. That's exactly what I'm doing right now, having like a long off season. MS, nope, never water or dry fast. Have no need to, and I don't see how that would be able to, like, how I would be able to train 7 days a week and do live streams as frequently as I do and make videos and just do all the work I need to live. No, I'm cool. I eat 3 odd meals a day, 3.5 meals a day, and everything's working out pretty well. Okay, Jacob, try that out. I'm glad you like my answer, but this is totally how it's been working for me. I put on like 3 or 4 pounds. I think it's a good balance of muscle and fat probably that I put on. You know, I don't know. I've never like measured body fat percentage or anything like that. I'm just guessing. You know, I don't know if I put on 3 or 4 pounds of muscle. I'm being modest. That's why I'm saying there's probably some fat in there too. But yeah, definitely gained 3 or 4 pounds. Okay, Dincano, you're not spam asking. Yeah, I encourage people to ask multiple times or to leave a super chat tip, particularly Streamlabs. I just put the link down there. But you wondered what my LDL was there. Ryan, what is your LDL and total cholesterol? I'm 131 total and 79 LDL, even though I have Beyond Burgers every week. Well, you're lucky. I think I have a genetic thing, you know, I don't know what the right word is, just a genetic thing that makes my cholesterol tend higher. The lowest I ever got my cholesterol when I was eating like a fully no processed food, like a raw vegan diet in 2012. Unfortunately, I got a blood test then, and my total cholesterol is I think 166, if I remember right, 166. I can't get it below 150. There's nothing more I could do. I could eat no cleaner. I was exercising, you know, like running. Nothing. That's about as low as I could get. Maybe I can get into the 150s on a good day. The last time I got my blood test, my cholesterol total was 177, if I remember, or 174, somewhere in there, the mid 170s. And again, that might sound kind of high, but that's just like barely 10 points above my all-time low. My LDL, though, was 101, which is kind of high. They want it to be 100 or less. I'm just 1 point over the reference range. But I got it down from the 120s when I was eating more of the processed, you know, food. So yeah, I think it affects everyone differently. So that's what I'm saying. I know Chris, Vegan Zombie, same kind of thing. His LDL went over 100 as well. But I don't know what it is right now. I haven't got my blood tested in like over a year and a half or so. I didn't get it tested all last year. So yeah, I'm curious to go back and see what it is. But that's just kind of something that's genetic for me. I know some people, some vegans, their cholesterol is like 110, you know, and they're fine, you know, but you know, they don't necessarily eat any better or healthier than I do too, like you having Beyond Burgers all the time and stuff. So anyway, yeah, there's genetic variability, as I'm trying to say, in anything, in any marker, there's genetic variability. That's why they have a reference range. Genetic disposition. Thank you there, plant-based powered. Esprit de Corps, seriously, is 50 grams of protein a day good enough for a new vegan? Just asking. You know, here's my take. Depends what you're doing. Are you trying to bulk up, or are you just trying to just be a new vegan and you're concerned about protein? Again, I'm not a medical doctor or nutritionist, but for most people I know, and this includes me, if you're not calorie restricting, if you're getting enough food, enough nutrition, and assume you're not just like monoing, like eating just one food all day that's low in protein. If you're eating a regular, healthy, balanced vegan diet like we do here with, you know, our whole food plant-based, you know, happy healthy vegan cookbook diet here, you should be getting enough protein. I mean, it's really not that hard to get enough protein if you're getting enough nutrition. And if you want to up it, yeah, you can, you know, consciously add more protein to your diet in the way of eating more legumes, for instance. You know, quinoa. And if you really want to add something like, you know, supplement or duckweed, you can do that too. But it depends though. If you want to, like, you know, bulk up, you know, if you're active, you can add more to supplement. But if you're just a regular, you said super non-active, then I wouldn't really worry about that. But make sure you're eating a balanced diet and you're not like starving yourself. If you're eating until you're full, getting enough calories, it's really super difficult to construct a diet where you're not getting enough protein to meet your body's daily needs. So that's my big tip too. Yeah, I know a lot of people that are newly vegan, protein is the nutrient that they're most concerned about. But like I said, if you're eating enough food, it's really, really difficult to be lacking in protein. Hey, Leah Rose, haven't seen you. Were you on a while? And I was just yapping the whole time. Good to see you, Leah. Yeah, great tip there. Follow and watch Dr. Greger on YouTube. His channel is called nutritionfacts.org. And I refer to his videos quite often. Yeah, Dr. Neil Bernard to get nutrition information. They have a plethora of info on protein. Check out this book by Dr. Garth Davis, Proteinaholic. Let me show you that. He's a vegan medical doctor, and he's actually vegan. Not only eats plant-based, but he's ethical vegan as well. Proteinaholic. We put the link to that here on Amazon. And I don't get an Amazon kickback or anything like that. I'm just showing you Amazon because that's the first result that came up. Check this out. And he goes into detail about the many healthful benefits of plant-based diets. He has a reference section in the back of the book of like 100 pages of studies, but he goes into great depth about why Americans are so obsessed with this one of the 3 macronutrients, why people are so obsessed with protein and how that arose. So yeah, if you want to look for a good read there, I love that book. It's not leaving my library. And anyway, let's see what else you guys are talking about here. Oh, I haven't clicked my window back because I have vegan brain fog. Let's see. Anyway, didn't have Dr. Davis on my channel a while back. No, I've actually never met Dr. Garth Davis. I think our paths may have crossed at a few events, but we never hooked up. I've referred to him. I've taken video clips, like when he went on the doctors, and maybe and some videos he's done in his office, but I've never had the pleasure of meeting Dr. Garth Davis. I'm afraid he'll kind of look down at me because I see him all the time bagging on YouTubers and stuff, because I can't blame him. You know, he complains about these dumb YouTubers that, you know, show off their six-pack abs and everything on Instagram and YouTube. Then, 3 years later, I'm no longer vegan, and here's why. I made those dumb videos. He responds to them. He says, "Don't listen to YouTubers for advice." I go, "Yeah, I agree with that. Most of them are not. They're lacking in knowledge, but we're not all bad. Just like not all doctors are bad. He's a great vegan medical doctor." Nootropics. We're talking about like stuff like paracetam, hydrogen, stuff like that. Anonymous. Yeah, yeah, smart drugs. Is that what you're talking about? I tried some in the 90s for a little bit. I didn't really think too much of them. Yeah, I mean, I tried them maybe for a few months, see what was going on. Seemed like they're really expensive, and the mental gains you would get weren't really quite worth it. I mean, if you're like a super rich CEO or lawyer, maybe it'll give you that slight edge, and you could afford it, but I sure couldn't as a student. That's when I was trying it. Ryan probably doesn't know what nootropics is. Yep, I know what it is. Yeah, I've tried a few. My favorite was hydrogen, made by Sandoz. Yeah, you can still get that, I guess. Anyway, Uday, I don't know what's up with James Aspie. I saw some comments on Twitter. Make sure you guys are following me on Twitter. Let me give you the link to my Twitter here, because I'm active on Twitter on both vegan and political issues. I try to stay away from political issues here on Happy Healthy Vegan YouTube, but I'll say my voice on Twitter. I feel it's a fine forum. That's where I was using Twitter when I was running for city council, so I continue the political discussions there and the vegan discussions. But I don't know what happened with James Aspie. How do I deal with vegans bashing James Aspie / wasting effort putting our own community down? Yeah, see, please, if you want to tell me more about that. But yeah, I don't know what's going on. I saw a lot of people pissed off at him. Yeah, Flavius, yeah. I didn't get a chance to talk about that in a recent video. I haven't even put it out yet. But yeah, some special sunlight or UV exposed mushrooms also have dietary vitamin D, but that might not be practical for most people. Anonymous, yes, I have a university degree. I have a bachelor's, a BA in philosophy, and just a few classes shy of a minor in both psychology and business administration, which I first went to college. When I went into college at first, that's what I went into. I quickly learned I didn't like that after 2 years. It took me 7 years to graduate, but I studied a lot of things. And then I also was accepted and attended grad school in philosophy in a PhD program. And I took a year's leave of absence, and I never went back. I found other opportunities in life that I've been more stoked about than that. So yeah, that's it. A degree in philosophy is what I actually achieved. But yeah, a PhD dropout. I'm all right, smart. I'm okay. I've met people that are way smarter than me for sure. Dried mango. How did I learn to interpret my blood tests? I mean, I interpret them at, not the level of, like, say, an expert medical doctor does probably. I mean, it's just a matter of knowing what the reference ranges are, like what's considered the normal reference range. And that's right there on the blood test, and knowing which nutrients that vegans should be concerned about. So I look at, like, say, the ones that people always complain about, like you can't get enough vitamin D, you can't get enough iron, you can't get enough calcium, you can't get vitamin B12 and D, that sort of thing, testosterone. So I'm not really an expert. I mean, I really couldn't look at, and your cholesterol and stuff, yeah, obviously, but I really couldn't look at a blood test and like tell you much about a person. I shouldn't. I'm not a medical doctor. I just get my blood test to, have a doctor look at them to let me know I'm doing fine. And I drill down on those nutrients of concern that I just highlighted there. Yeah, zinc, all that stuff that they say vegans are lacking in, which I'm not lacking in. Wow, man, the discussions are flowing right now, man. 104 of us all talking. I don't know how Vegan Gains does it. Every time I hop on one of his live streams, there's like 200-300 people. I get confused when there's like over like 60 or 70. So, kudos to Richard if you're still watching. That is hard. Why philosophy? Was the PhD attempt hard? Oh no, I took a year off because I had other things I was pursuing at the time. My band got more popular than I thought it was going to be, so I took a year off to work on that. I moved to San Francisco, and that's when I kind of got sucked into the world of technology, and I've been kind of pursuing all of that ever since then. Working on computers, technology, programming, and music making. So yeah, I'm going philosophy is cool. But grad school wasn't that fun, and to do it for like another 5 years or so, I'm gonna keep on doing what I'm doing here. I'm following my passion more, following my bliss. But yeah, philosophy is cool. But what's great about philosophy is you learn, hopefully learn, clear, concise, critical thinking skills, which are super important now. I had no idea when I was studying philosophy in the 90s, it was going to help me now in the 2020s with all the misinformation, disinformation, be able to understand logical arguments, understanding how to test claims to see if they hold water or not, analyze them in an objective, critical way. So yeah, those skills are invaluable. If anyone wants to take a few philosophy courses while they're in school, I totally highly recommend it. It's one of the few things I think in college where if you get into it and really apply yourself, you can have some skills that you'll take with you for the rest of your life. Ooh, I hear the beat. That means we got a super chat tip there.
Doesn't tolerate fresh garlic in cooked food. IBS stupid question, but would powdered garlic be an option for her? Thanks and loving your cookbooks.
Oh, thanks so much, Sarah. Thanks for the donation. You heard the text-to-speech thing too. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, our books, both of our books are onion-free and garlic-free. So you've come to the right place if you're looking for recipes that don't have garlic. And for the rest of you that like garlic, you can add some in. I just don't like garlic, and neither does Angie, but there's nothing stopping you from adding it in. As far as the garlic powder, yeah, you can try that. It might not be as intense. I've noticed like I can handle garlic at low amounts. Like sometimes we'll look at like a spice or an ingredient and we'll see garlic like on the end of the list, and I don't notice any like negative effects that affect me after having that, so you might want to try it out. Or you could just try to see if can your daughter just eat the recipes like how we cook them here, because I don't really think the garlic will make any of them any better. They just make them taste more like garlic. So I think everyone said that's tried our recipes here. I think these are delicious as they are. So I would say try them out. See if your daughter's cool with them. See if she likes the flavor. And if not, yeah, maybe you can just add in some small amounts of garlic in the form of garlic powder and see how she goes with that. But yeah, there's no need to have garlic in your foods. But yeah, I'm going, if you love garlic, I know a lot of you guys love garlic, go for it. But I definitely not a garlic fan. But hopefully I answered your question, Sarah. Yeah, just experiment with having no garlic, and if that doesn't work out, put a little bit in garlic powder and see how she does. When am I ending this live stream? I don't know. Probably pretty soon. Let's see. Yeah, boo. If you like garlic, cool. I don't know if you're just joking there or not. But yeah, I'm not passing judgment. I'm not saying this is how I do it, and therefore all you must do it too, or you're not cool or something like that. I'm just saying, yeah, I personally don't like garlic in my food. I don't like how it makes me smell for a few days. I don't like what it does to my breath and my body. Maybe it doesn't do that to you, but it definitely does it to us here. So yeah, and I just don't really like how cooking with garlic kind of overwhelms the flavor of the food with garlic. I'd rather just be able to enjoy the food without the garlic going on. Let's see, I'm probably going to be here too much longer, hour and a half. You know, got to get some more work done, and kind of have to pee a little bit too after, you know, I had that smoothie not that long ago. So anyway, too much information maybe. MS. Oh man, I wish Angie were here. I don't really know much about cosmetics or perfumes and that sort of thing. You know, I don't really do anything in that way. Not to say I'm against that. I just don't. There's never too much information. Yeah, I know. I don't have to go that bad, Sherry. Just mildly. On a scale of 1 to 10, maybe like a 5 or something like that, you know, but that's one disadvantage of having the smoothies, you know. But I usually don't live stream after the smoothies. Usually they're in the evening. My smoothies are like, you know, 5-6 hours before that. Leanie, that sounds cool. Yeah, I'm just in some like old, soft, not old, just some soft cloth shorts here. Let's see, let me check one other thing here, guys. Make sure everything's cool. I didn't miss anyone's comments. Let's see. Okay, no, everyone's cool. Everyone is cool. Plant-based powered. What time did I get up in the morning? Usually around like 10:30. Today I got up at 6:30. I couldn't sleep all that well last night. You know, I just, you know, worried that something could go wrong with, you know, what was going to happen here in our country this morning. Just want to make sure everything's cool, everything's fine. And yeah, I got up and saw the whole inauguration, and yeah, here I'm still awake. I'll probably go to bed maybe at midnight tonight or so. Usually go to bed around 2, get up about 10:30, something like that. Or go to bed like 1:30, even though for the past few days we go to bed more like 12:30. I guess we've just been tired. Anyway, Robert, have I been to Chicana Vegana? Wait, that name sounds like one of the pop-ups. Is that in Ontario, by the way, Robert? Let me know if that's who I'm thinking of, or is that the food truck in Orange County? Both of them I'm thinking about ran by females too. Let me know, Robert. Fullerton. I wonder which because I know that name. I'll ask Angie. It's someone we've met before. If she had a food truck before, maybe she's got an establishment now. Yes. Okay. No, I didn't know she had a restaurant. Thanks for telling me this, Robert. I wonder if Angie knew, because yeah, we follow them all on Instagram. Cool. I'm glad she has a restaurant now, because yeah, her truck was cool. Yeah, we used to see her at all the pop-ups around town. Awesome. I'm happy for her. Let's see. What else are you guys talking about? What do I think of that vegan teacher? Asks Chris. Is that an Instagram personality? If so, I've seen people ask me about. I think it's her, right? I have never seen that vegan teacher before. What's up with that vegan teacher? Just give me that vegan teacher in a nutshell. Let's see. Plant-based powers. You get up. That's when you get up to about 10 to 10:30. That's typical. Yeah. Sometimes, yeah. Like today, 6:30, but typical day, 10:30, something like that. James, you saw us at a Veg Fest one year. Yeah, I missed the Veg Fest. Yeah. Let's see. Lenny Wanda. Hey, Ryan, what do you think of ex-vegans? I don't know if you ever addressed this before. Do you think they are bad people? Good question here. I mean, I've made videos, many videos about a lot of these people that, you know, that made these videos, why I'm no longer vegan. And what sucks is that they throw veganism under the bus. They have some kind of health issue. Often, and what I've noticed in these people that I made videos about is that they did some extreme form of dieting that has nothing to do with veganism. Nothing in veganism says you have to, like, you know, fast for 30 days or eat only raw food, or just have juice, or just eat like kale all the time, or whatever. You know, monos, you know, not getting enough calories so you can get really skinny for Instagram. You know, so I've made videos about them. Say, hey, if you're drinking your urine and you're getting sick, that's on you for drinking urine. That's not has nothing to do with being vegan. You know, how come you blame veganism for making you sick and not the urine drinking or the 5 years of raw or all the fasting? You know, so I'm mad at people that do that. But you know, if they quit being vegan and they don't throw veganism under their bus, I'm disappointed, but I don't think they're bad people. You know, so if anyone quits, you know, you kind of wonder, like, if you're really vegan, how is it all of a sudden like okay in your mind? Like, okay, it's like one day, like, you know, it's morally wrong to kill and harm animals for food or clothing, and the next day, oh, I'm totally cool with that. I am kind of confused if they were ever vegan in the first place. I'm not saying they weren't, but I have trouble understanding that. So that's my point there. The ones that throw veganism under the bus, I just don't respect them anymore. And if they leave without throwing veganism under the bus, I'm disappointed, but I'm not mad at them or anything like that. Yeah, your drinking isn't normal. Maybe that might ruin your gut a little bit. Why do you blame your gut issues on eating like potatoes and polenta and rice and kale and stuff? Why are you blaming that? Why not? Why are you blaming the plants? Why not the weird, crazy things that you're doing? Was it, hey, hardly Tim, man, you ain't fixing to do any fasting nor drink urine. Good job. That's what I tell people. It's not like if you're drinking urine and you're fasting and vegan that you won't be vegan in the future, but it does really increase your odds of not being vegan in the future drastically compared to, say, how I eat and Vegan Gains and Mike the Vegan and Vegan Zombie. You know, people eat balanced, sensible vegan diets. You know, it's the ones that eat the more extreme diets tend to be the ones that get sick. Huh, no surprise. Then they blame veganism on it, and they take no responsibility for their bizarre, non-orthodox decisions they made, you know, as far as diet goes. Let's see. Yep, you heard it here, Bauhaus Cure. Yeah, in case anyone was wondering, no, I don't drink urine. Not mine, not other people's. You're not gonna find any urine drinking ever going on with Happy Healthy Vegan. Oh, God. I can't believe people drink urine, vegans drink urine, they get ill, and they blame veganism on it. You know, it doesn't make any sense. Uday, for music, on Instagram, check out our band. Let me send a link to you there. Let's see, where's my Instagram? It's Love Spirals Official. Let me search for it. I'm on my personal one right now, Ryan Lum Rocks. All right, let me send you the... All right, here we go. The link to our Instagram here. Actually, I'll show you our Instagram page for Love Spirals Official. Here's our band page, and here's the link to Love Spirals Official if you want to follow us on Instagram there and contact us. So anyway, cool. Hey, our music's all over the place. It's hard to categorize. It's hard to classify. You know, it's kind of all over the place. You know, you'll see. It's just music. I'll let you classify it. It's more chill. It's more dreamy. It's you know, engaging music as opposed to just like kind of like, you know, party music or something like that. Yeah, no poop eating either, nothing like that. No urine or poop eating. Yeah. Yeah, good point there, Jordan. Yeah, if your body expels it out, probably don't eat it. You know, like snot and vomit and pee and poo and what else, you know, probably not a good idea to eat it. And if you do, don't blame your vegan diet. Blame your just horrible thinking, your bad ideas. Life O Beauty K, do we have any relationship advice? Congrats on 20 years. Thanks. Yeah, it's hard to me to just comprehend how long Angie and I have been together. Yeah, just make sure you guys can grow together. Make sure you guys are checking in with each other and, know what's going on with each other. But yeah, always try to know where your partner's at. Don't grow apart. Stay together mentally, physically, whatever you have to do. Try to stay together. But yeah, don't take anyone for granted. Don't take your partner for granted. Always appreciate them and show them gratitude. And I could be better at that too. If you're watching Angie, I strive to be a better person in all aspects. And yeah, anyway, good question. Yes, just do it. We've moved on. We have totally moved on from that. Silence, violence. Yeah, I do have a reverse osmosis water filter. It's got like 7 or 8 stages of filtration. That's what I'm drinking here. I've had it for a long time. I just might get a less complicated one when I get a new refrigerator in the near future. Hopefully, it's gonna be a problem because there's no water on that side of the kitchen. But I saw some that have some decent filtration systems built in. But yeah, I like filtered water. Since that's all I drink, I figured I might as well have really good water. How do I feel about non-vegans? Well, I mean, like most of my family, all my family and most of my friends are not vegan. So I mean, I don't have like bad feelings. I don't say, hey, you guys are bad people because you're not vegan. Nothing like that. I mean, they know I'm vegan, and they'll hear me like speak about it sometimes. I don't do it in a confrontational way or anything. I don't try to make them feel bad for their choices. But yeah, how do I feel? I just wish more people would go vegan. Obviously, there's just so many reasons why our lives would be better. The world would be a much better place if more people stopped eating animal products. So yeah, it's just kind of like, please just wake up and listen to what we're saying here. If you want to, do you have a concern about there being, a planet for your children to live on? We got to put out way less greenhouse gas emissions, and animal agriculture is the #1 cause of greenhouse gas emissions. If you don't want to be locked down in these pandemics anymore, animal agriculture in all its various forms, like food for animals for food, or raising animals for fur, which should be banned anyway. That's what's going to breed the next pandemic, possibly, or most likely, I should say. Health, if you want to reduce your chances of the highest factors of death, like say heart disease, stroke, diabetes, plant-based diets, might want to investigate. It's just so frustrating, but I don't know. That's how I feel. I mean, I'm just here to help spread the message. Have I watched the documentary The Widowmaker? No. What is it about? Is it vegan related or just something interesting? I'm with you, Sherry. Yeah, no one in my family is vegan, and none of my old friends are. Even though I have a couple friends that went vegetarian, but yeah, all my new friends, like you guys, and people I've met through our channel are vegan. So that's cool. I have a lot of vegan friends just naturally now. Let's see. Anonymous. You don't know how old I am? How old do you think I am, Anonymous? Take a guess. Yeah, we're trying, James. Thanks. Yeah, we're trying to spread the knowledge in different ways. I've spread the, information to combat the disinformation, and Angie shows in her vlogs how simple, normal, and easy it is to be vegan, especially through her books too. Let's see, my age. You guys are guessing all over the place. I thought everyone knows because I mention it so often, I think. So I'm glad I'm not overstating what my age is. I'm not saturating it. Let's see, 40. I see 37. 85. Good guess there, Dinkono. 24, 19, 35, 53. And yeah, Jordan is right. Jordan must be watching our videos regularly. Yes, I'm 53 years old. And that's what sucks. Like, I see my age, you guys are guessing all over the place here. And then, some anti-vegan will leave a comment on one of my videos. I don't know, they've never watched anything before. They say, you look old. Well, I mean, compared to your average YouTuber, yeah, I should look old because I'm probably twice their age. I could be their dad, But how ageist is that? First of all, to tell someone they look old. Secondly, they probably assume I'm like 35 or something like that, and I'm really 53. So it just you can't age as a vegan, is what I'm saying. you're not allowed to age when you're vegan. If you're a meat eater, you could just look like crap and any age and it's cool. But if you're vegan, if one thing's off or many things are off, it's because your diet is invalid. Thanks, guys. I'm trying my best to keep it together. I don't really work too hard on my looks and my skin and all that stuff. I saw you said my skin looks good as emboldened. Yeah, I have a moisturizer I put on like once every week or two now. I just forget to do it. But yeah, drink a lot of water, vegan diet, a lot of exercise, a lot of rest. Maybe it helps that we don't have kids. I don't know. I'm not sure. I know that's a lot of work and energy, that we're not like putting out there. So who knows? I'm not sure. But yeah, we're and we have completely different genetics too, me and Angie, and I think we're both, aging well. I'm not saying we're perfect and without any age related, whatever you want to call them, flaws or signs or whatever. But yeah, we're doing all right. Yeah, you got it, JL. If you're a meat eater, it's okay to look like Joe Rogan. And the reason why I like to bring up Joe Rogan, he's my age. We were both born in 1967, 10 days apart. And, it's not looking that great, no hair, and he's just kind of puffy and weird looking, I'm sure he's a good, nice guy and everything. I'm just saying if it's fair to pick on me, I can draw some attention to someone my age and say, does that guy really look so youthful that I look ancient and old and decrepit compared to him? No, not at all. At worst, I look just as good as him as far as like youthfulness and all that. And at worst, at best, I think a few years younger than Joe. Just saying. But it's okay. People give him the free pass because he's not vegan. He can look how he looks at my age. All weird, shiny, and red. Jordan, you got it. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I look so great. I know I look, my age more or less, but I think I'm aging well. Yeah, and Joe had to start taking steroids, I think, over 10 years ago now. It's been a while. He's been taking, not steroids, but he's been taking testosterone. And I've pointed out as many times, he's taken testosterone to get the levels of a person that's around 30 years old. That's like your peak in testosterone. So he's not trying to like get these crazy T levels so he can get all jacked and stuff. He just wants the levels that he had when he was like 20 odd years younger. And I showed you in my blood test from 2018, I got my testosterone measured for the first time, and mine were at those of a 30-year-old. I think there were 744. So yeah, being vegan, I don't take any testosterone replacement therapy, just being healthy and vegan. So take that, Joe. Isn't too much testosterone bad? Mine aren't bad. Mine's just like right in range for someone who's 30 years old. So that's fine, Yeah, too much of anything is bad. Yeah, too much testosterone is bad. That's why those guys that take these crazy jacked levels of T, that's not what Joe's going for. He just wants what I got, the levels of a 30-year-old. That's like the zone you want to be in right there. How was life in the 90s? It's kind of similar. It's kind of like exactly like it is now, but without the internet, without cell phones. So acquiring information was a little bit different back then, but it pretty much looks like it does now. People don't look that much different. It's just information has changed. How we consume information, how we have information available at all times. With the search engine, you could find out any fact in an instant. You have the knowledge of the world at your fingertips. Unfortunately, it's turned into like a bunch of conspiracy theories online rather than people accessing the knowledge of the world, but that's really the main difference. Yeah, I would totally go on Joe Rogan's podcast, but I know it'll be a hit piece. So if I ever were to go on your podcast, Joe, if you're watching, which I really doubt, I would like to bring on some backup. I would like to have like at least two vegans on, like me and a vegan medical doctor, something like that, or me and Vegan Gains, something like that, So I would definitely want to go on a show by myself. Lightning Wilkes was well prepared and a really brave man to go on there by himself. I don't think I've got those cojones. Did I pronounce that word right? Anyway. Yeah, I used to go to the library to get information. Totally, James. Or we'd call a friend to get information, but now I just go and type it in or speak it into my phone and bam, you got it. Lotus 123, yeah, spreadsheets, yeah, yeah. Those haven't changed too much actually in form all these decades. I guess they nailed it with that design, and that's pretty much how they are. You're a very bad girl in 1987. Uh-oh, you want to tell us there, Sarah? What was I doing in '87? I had like Robert Smith hair in 1987. Like the Cure Robert Smith hair. That's what I looked like in 1987. Kind of like this length, sort of, but just all going out and teased out and stuff like this. This will be the picture that VD uses about me on her next video. Look at Ryan's hair, it's all crazy, it's doing crazy stuff. But that's what I look like. But all around the hair, it's just kind of teased and crazy looking. Yeah, I don't have any pics on my computer here. I'd show you. I think Angie might have some of my Robert Smith hair pics. I got to get some of those, show you guys on a future live stream. I'll ask Angie for some of my Robert Smith hair pics. Yeah, you also had Robert Smith hair in the 80s too, Sarah. Awesome. Total goth. Yeah. I mean, my band was kind of known in goth circles. I'm not going to lie. My band, my first one, Love Spirals Downwards, we're on a label called Project with a K, not a C, Project Records. And yeah, they're known for being, at least at the time, I don't really follow them much anymore. Like, I think they were calling themselves like ethereal gothic or something like that. Yeah, so we kind of, we had a lot of, we played it, we played to goth fans often. Often we'd play like with like some weird gothic imagery behind us that we weren't into, like a vampire or a casket or weird stuff like that. Our music is not really that goth. It just, appeals, it has goth appeal. Anyway, no, it wasn't like Flock of Seagulls here or anything like that. What's that you think Joe Rogan looks like? He could be my uncle's age. That was the thing. If we put us side by side, I don't think too many people will look at me and say, wow, that Ryan dude looks so much worse. He looks way older than Joe. I think at worst we look the same, huh? And I think I probably look a couple of years younger. Anyway, you were an athlete and goth, Sarah. See, I wasn't doing too much athletic stuff when I turned goth. I did all my young athletic stuff before goth, skateboarding, a lot of surfing, skateboarding, and basketball and tennis. And then when I went goth, stayed out of the sun, tried to get pale, and got my hair. Even though my hair is dark, I would sometimes just dye it black or blue black just to get that extra, that weird, whatever you want to call it, that contrast. Yeah, put white, not white, but stuff to lighten your skin, like, makeup, when you go out at night, it was fun. Just do it. You had a goth punk moment too. Awesome. Yeah, I don't really talk about this too much. My kind of gothier appearance in the past. Angie's got some goth looks to her as well. I don't think we've put. I try to find some goth pics of us for you guys. Make sure if you want, follow us on. Let me get to Instagram. Because Angie curates our Instagram. I don't touch the Instagram feed. That's her baby. So let me put the link to Happy Healthy Vegan, because she does a lot of well, not a lot, but often she'll put up like a flashback Friday or way back Wednesday, and we'll put up weird photos like that so people can see how we've changed over the years. You guys like those. Those are usually our most liked photos in a year's time, are the flashback photos. So follow us there on Instagram. That's Angie's thing. She posts literally, guys, every day. You're wondering why she doesn't make videos as much? Because she's working on Instagram all the time. And she's been working hard on the book too, the Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook, and making the vlogs. So those are her areas right there. Typo Negative. Yeah. One of the bands on our label, Lycia, opened many times for Typo Negative. Yeah. We thought maybe Lycia was going to take the next rise up to like a major label like Typo. Let's see. Marilyn Manson's Buddhist? I didn't know that. Huh. But yeah, I said I would go on Joe Rogan's podcast for sure. What I think of Republican vegans? Hey, there's vegans of all political persuasions. It's not just like one type of person. There's vegans of every interest, every background, every religion, every political part of the spectrum, man. It shows you how we're just people. We all share the same dietary thing, but we're all just people from all walks of life. Hey, thank you so much there, Just Do It, for your very generous and kind super chat tip there. Keep doing you, man. Bless. Thanks. That's all I ever strove to do in my life, is to be me. Hopefully I'm interesting and worthy enough person that it's interesting for you guys to watch, and be feel like you're getting something worthwhile and entertaining out of. So thank you. That's it, man. Always trying to find more ways to maximize, what more can I do? How can I better outreach? So thank you so much. Let's see. Let's see what else you guys talking about here. Birth of the Cool 82. You love to be vegan, but you love seafood. Most of your other meals are 100% plant-based. Oh, yes, then you can call yourself plant-based, just not vegan. And I'm just going by the definitions. I'm not being the vegan police here or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, yeah, pescatarian is sometimes what that's called. Fish. Pescatarian. That said, there's becoming more and more plant-based seafoods. Have you heard of the Good Catch? Let me try to look them up here. They make they're like the Beyond Meat of seafood. Let me find them up. The Good Catch. Yeah, Good Catch Foods. Here, I'll put the link to them. You should check them out. I've eaten their stuff a few times, and it's pretty convincing seafood here. They're a proud sponsor of Veganuary, and what they got here is some fish, some crab, seafood without the sacrifice, not sponsored. Anything tuna. That's what I remember trying at some of the expos. Fish cakes, crab cakes, fish burgers. So definitely check them out if you think that you'd love to go vegan, but you couldn't get rid of the seafood. I always tell people, I don't want to sound like I'm speaking down when I say the word excuse, but that excuse or that reason was valid in the past 5-10 years ago, but now in 2021, any food that you ever loved in your non-vegan past, there is now really delicious vegan versions of them. And yeah, I know a lot of vegan mock meats and the stuff that you tried them 5-10 years ago, they weren't that good. They're good now. The marketplace is so refined now that there's no room for crappy, just non-tasty foods anymore. So check it out. Then you can say you're vegan if you can just give up the seafood there. Cool. You didn't know about that? Cool. Glad I can help you out there. Birth of the Cool. And I've seen some of the markets. I haven't been shopping I'm getting my food delivered now, but I've never seen them, I thought, in Whole Foods before, and maybe Sprouts. You can probably find it online too. Check out their website. I'm sure they'll tell you where to get it at. But yeah, they're out there now. When I first heard of them, it was just a beta product, not released. And it's been a few years now. They were distributed. So you should be able to find their stuff. Cool. Awesome. I'm glad I could help you out there. Let's see how we doing on time. Ooh, I just went over 2 hours. Wow. It's turned into a longer live stream than I thought. Gee, have I really been on 2 hours? Let me refresh here. Yeah, hell yeah, I've been on 2 hours. Jeez. Let's see. Do I think Joe Rogan has ever heard of me? I have no idea. No idea. I've made many videos about him, but he gets like 1 billion views and I just get a few thousand. So I don't know if what I do kind of trickles back to him. Like, hey, did you hear about that weird, tall, Asian vegan 53-year-old dude who made a video about you? Don't know. Elena, founder. Yes, I'm going to keep eating rice for sure. In fact, I saw some discussion earlier. I should have addressed it then about arsenic and rice. So let me now find you the video that we made about arsenic and rice, because Dr. Greger made a 10-part series. It's just way too long. Man, I can't find it. Maybe I'll just go straight to YouTube. I want to give you the link to that because not all rice has like high amounts of arsenic in it. So here we go. Here's the video. This is Ryan of Happy. Okay, let me get you the link here. All right, so check this video out about arsenic and rice, because yeah, some rice you do have to be careful about, as far as like, you know, basically rice from the American South, southern states. Those are the ones to avoid, and I discuss it in there. But rice from California has low levels of arsenic. Rice from, like, say, India, Pakistan, Himalaya places, low levels of arsenic. So just look around, but watch the video. I summarized his 10-part video series into one concise video just to get the facts out that you really need there. Cloudberry. What is cloudberry? Let's see. Oh, the other Ryan. I make crab rangoon with the Gardein. Huh, I don't know what that is. What is rangoon? It's so good. Tofuti ice cream cheese too. Sounds like you got some good food going on there. Let's see. Dr. Gregor says white rice is a red light food. Well, it really depends. I mean, watch the video here. Some white rice is totally fine as far as arsenic content goes, if that's what you're wondering about the red light. Maybe there's another issue, but we have white rice, not as often as we'll have, like, say, a brown rice, like short grain California brown rice is one of our favorites, or a long grain like Indian or Pakistani, Himalayan basmati brown rice. But we do have some, like, jasmine, some like Chinese or Asian jasmine rice from time to time too. Depends on the recipe. Yeah, sometimes as far as South American rice, like a quinoa is a grain, but yeah, well, sometimes a wild rice is from like the like Minnesota, United States area. A wild rice too. We'll mix in with something. Yeah. Ah, that sounds good right now. I should go. I'm getting hungry talking about this. It's been a while since I had a good meal, really. All I had, besides my little fig bar snack, was my smoothie about 4 hours ago. So I should actually get going and hook back up with my wife and get some kind of lunch planned. I feel ooh, I still am on the wrong tab here. Yeah, I feel like I've kind of abandoned her for the day at random here. I don't think I'm going to get my orders out today. The post office closes in 40 minutes. So if anyone wants to get anything off our store, shop.happyhealthyvegan.org. As I said earlier, we're having our sale right now. If you buy the ebook of the Happy Healthy Vegan Cookbook, it's on sale now, $9.99. It's normally $12.50. And also, if you want to get the print book and a shirt, if you buy two $25 items, the shirt's $25, the print books are $25. You'll save $5 if you use the code VEGANUARY 2021. Type in VEGANUARY 2021 and it should knock $5 off your order. I guess I should test it out. People have been using it all week as far as I know. So I want to point that out to you guys. Also, tomorrow I'll have a brand new video for you, debunking some nonsense information from a magazine called Healthy, saying how vegan diets are really bad for your brain and do all these horrible things to you. So be on the lookout for that tomorrow. So anyway, I guess that's it. Yeah, Jay, I see you discussing some of the issues why rice in the United States is a problem. It has to go back to the days of slavery in the South, actually, and chicken poop, believe it or not. It's a complicated issue, so watch that video. I linked to it in the chat here about rice and arsenic, so check that out. So anyway, guys, thanks. I'm not sure when my next live stream will be, but tomorrow we'll live premiere the new video. And as we did yesterday, I believe it was, we scheduled the video too ahead of time. I think we did on Monday. So anyway, I'll probably do that again, like maybe schedule it for like 5 Pacific Standard Time, something like that, and give you guys some heads up so we can all watch it together and chat about how dumb these anti-vegans are. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching here, and yeah. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Join us on the live premiere tomorrow afternoon, guys. All right, much love. Thanks to Wujita for moderating. Thanks for all you guys for being really cool and asking really good questions and just keeping me feeling like I still have friends right now since I'm not going out all that much. So I appreciate what you guys are doing for me as well. All right, guys, much love to you all, and I will see you soon. All right, bye, guys.